Hey, what's going on, shrimp keepers? I wanted to do a video today. I wanted to talk about a tank I just set up. Loving it. It's like, it's sweet. Like, at least I think it's sweet. I just fed them back to AE, so it's a little cloudy. But I just set this tank up to start breeding some more cherry shrimp, kind of increase production, and kind of just something to enjoy. And so I want to show you guys that tank. It's in like the lobby area. You see, I got the TV right there. And so I've been watching it a lot lately, just because I'm in here a decent amount doing paperwork and stuff. And so I set this tank up, and I've just been loving it. So I had to do a video on it. So check this thing out. Let me get it to focus in. Again, I just fed them back to AE, so the water's super cloudy. All right, so let me explain this setup. First of all, I want to experiment with a few things. The first of all, you can see this is a window back here, so it gets full sunlight during the day, and so I know it's going to cause a lot of algae in the near future, but I wanted to see what kind of effect the sunlight had on the coloration of the cherry shrimp, and so as you can see, there's actually some pretty nice ones in here. There's probably about 800 shrimp in here at least, I would say. And this is just a fun tank to watch. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put some valves back there. I'm thinking corkscrew valves, kind of block that sunlight. And if the sunlight ends up proving to be too much of a hassle, what I'm going to do is put a curtain over it, just a black curtain, just to block it all out. And so this tank's, it's a lot of fun, and the reason I did the black and the white isn't for any kind of like fancy detail or anything like that. It's just because I wanted to grasp both colors. Black really brings out the color in the shrimp. White dulls out the color, and so having both in there, I wanted to see what kind of effect it had on the color and how well they would do, and really just kind of experiment. And so sunlight, the gravel, I'm testing out a few different things. I want to see how much they pop in this tank color-wise. And so it'll be a lot of fun. But, I mean, just to have this tank in here has been really cool. So you can see there's a big old buried female. And, yeah, I'm just loving it. And what I did, this is really cool. So I got the matin filter. It's a little short. That's why the tank's not all the way filled up. I didn't want it to get too close to the surface. So I got that rolling. I just did a big order on matin filters, and so it's going to be really cool to start getting all the tanks set up. I got my intern starting this Friday, Jeff. I'm really excited for that, and so we're going to get a lot of the tanks turned over. But this is the cool thing. So I had this tank in there, and this was my water storage tank previously, and so this is drilled, and it's siphoned down at the bottom. So when I do a water change, all I do is flick this valve. Water comes out the bottom into a 5-gallon bucket, and then from there I'm gonna have this guy underneath here with a pump inside, and I'll keep all my water change water in there, and I'll just pump it back into here, and that does the water change for me. And so that's my plan for that. And so I'm really feeling this tank. I needed to take in here. I got this tank going, which used to have Taiwan bees in it, but I took all the Taiwan bees out. Now I got a killifish in here. And my fiance is on a kick for killifish, so that's her kind of thing. I overfed him a little bit. But this tank's just nasty. I mean, there's tons of algae in there. I try not to give it sunlight because it gets hit with natural sunlight. And then this tank just got broken down. Not broken down, but I took all the shrimp out. They just weren't doing well. And so I moved them over to another tank, and they're doing really well in there. And so I'll have to get that on a video pretty soon. But so it's just going really good. The plants are still doing really well. My fiance sold off a ton of the red root floaters. I think we sent out like 140 of them, and so it really thinned it out. But there's still a ton in here, and they repopulate so quick once they're established. So we got to get those going. If you're interested in them, please let me know. I'd love to thin this out more. And so it's just fun, you know. it's fun to just get back to the basics, enjoy a tank, and enjoy the hobby. And I strayed away from that for a little while, and now I'm back to it, and it's just like it's a lot of fun. But you know what, we got some time. I really haven't did a long video. Let me do this. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna take you back, show you the Taiwan bee tank, and then we'll call it wraps. All right, so I just got done feeding them. I wanted to make sure they came out for the video. So as you can see, they're doing a lot better. You can see little babies swimming around. See if there's some Taiwan bee babies up there. I actually have some Taiwan bee babies in here as well. Let me get it to focus. Well, there's 3 blue bolts. They're hard to see though. But yeah, these guys are doing really good. So I'm definitely much more happier with them over here. You know, it's a cleaner tank. It's easier to monitor them. Like if one dies, like I'll know. I can check on it every day and instantly see them all. And so the other good thing about having these tanks, which if you guys haven't seen this before, is I can get under here and you can see absolutely everything, which is really nice. And people say they get stressed out by having a glass bottom. This is how I know that they actually don't. I stick my hand under here and go right underneath them, and they don't even notice. You can see my finger right there. Doesn't bother them one bit. So it is good. I mean, it's always good to have gravel if you can, but this system for being able to move plants around and stuff, this is easier for me and it works. And so yeah, they're doing really good. Look at this coney. I love these guys. These are the high grade crystal blacks. Some of them are like a brownish color, but after the next generation I'll cull some out and keep the better ones. But like there's some really nice ones in here. Like this is honestly one of my more favorite tanks to look at, just because like I don't know, I just like looking in there and seeing the great colorations. You know, there's a lot of them have some nicely colored legs, which is rare. There is a red one in there that needs to be taken out. But yeah, so it's going really good. A lot of the other tanks are going good as well. It's going to be nice to start transitioning them over. Fish Room Friday is this Friday. I'll be uploading the first video. It's going to be, I forget who's first. I think it's Pat's first. And Pat had a pretty crazy fish room, a lot of guppies. Actually, no, he used to do guppies. Now he's into like killies and what's his other thing? Cories. He had some different cories. So it's going to be really cool. He had an awesome fish room. I mean, his filtration is sick. And so he goes a little bit into that, which is a lot of fun. And it's always good to learn. Always good to learn. But it's a good week. So hopefully you guys are having a great week. It's hump day. It's almost over. Thursday, Friday, 2 days to the weekend. And let's make it. Let's get there. That's our only goal, is to get to the weekend. But you guys make it an amazing week. And I will talk to you on Friday. Later.